Hi, this is April from Talking Dance Moves. I just had somebody whisper something in my ear. I'm so sorry. But, anyways, we're going to be talking nothing but dance today. How to do the competition side of dance. So, I have my co host, Miss Melody, here.
Hello.
So, we're going to be talking a lot about dance. We actually have a caller calling in now, so we're going to take her call. And then throughout the show, if you guys want to call in, Facebook question, KUAW .org. You can ask questions. Facebook on KUAW, ask questions. Just go ahead and do different things. So go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We're good.
Oh, that's good.
What?
I had a couple questions for you. How did you come about with your dancing team?
My dance academy started in
Yes.
2002 in California. It was an after school program for kids. And we just got the kids off the streets, taught them dance. They actually went to competitions, they were in videos. They just went from there. And then when I moved to Kansas City, I took a couple years off because of an illness I had. And then I ended up starting here back in July, and I want to do the same thing with this and have, kids from the inner city that just really can't afford dance to be able to dance.
Oh, okay. Do you love what you do? What inspired you to do dancing?
Oh, I've been dancing since I was like 4 or 5, and I really didn't like it at first. And then I got into a team that was called Young Americans, and it was a drill team. And then from Young Americans, we changed the name to Shock Treatment. And actually, my dance instructor still has her studio and is celebrating her 30th year as a dance teacher and as a business owner. And basically was the same thing, getting kids off the street, giving them something to do after school. And from there, I just loved teaching, and being able to create is the only thing that really makes me happy besides my kids.
Oh, okay. So how do we actually sign up and join your team?
Basically, you would go online and you can register, or you can call my phone number, which is 816-915-7067. And we can talk from there, depending on which class and age your child is, if they just want to do recreational or whether they want to get into the competition side. Now we also have another round where kids want to come in. We do this in California. We haven't done it here yet, which is artist development. So kids who want to perform, kids who want to be on TV, kids who want to, you know, take it professionally, they take extra classes and be able to do that route.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Bye bye.
But
Have a nice day.
You
okay,
too.
so just to feed off of what our caller was asking, in terms of the dance studio here, um, you can go online, www.extremeexplosiondancekc.com, or you can call 816-915-7067. We have classes all year round. This summer, we're going to be doing a few summer camps for our cheer and our hip hop, and they'll basically be able to go to camps, different camps, to learn their craft and learn from different choreographers, just instead of the choreographers that are in my studio. I've always been a big believer in learning from different people because other people have different training in terms of being a performer. You never want to hinder your child to just being taught by one
Right,
person.
right,
You want them to be able to learn from different people,
right,
especially if they want to do it professionally.
right.
You know,
Hmm.
so it's in there if you really want, but it also starts from the parents. The parents have to be dedicated, and I know that some of them work, but be able to, you know, be there for their kid. And it is a hard thing doing competition and, just
Yeah, it
different
is. It
stuff,
really is.
just to get them ready. For me as a teacher and a choreographer, there's so much elements to just teaching dance
Right. It's a
that
lot.
the parents don't get to see,
Right.
except for the people that are around, that are in there, which are our assistants like you and, my other assistant. They're the ones who actually get to see the back side of it, in terms of whether the parents just to get to see, the actual performance.
Right,
You know,
right.
being able to.
So they don't see the hard part that you actually have to go through.
Oh yes, because there's competition fees. You have to raise money for the
Right,
competitions. You have to raise money for, just everyday stuff for them. Because at the end of the day, when they go and compete, you want the best for them. You
right.
know,
And also being there for the girls.
oh yes, because they do get nervous. I mean, I even get nervous when they're about to go on stage. I get butterflies like you would not believe.
Right.
Like it's crazy, and so we're gonna do step by step right now of just letting people know what it's like to actually be on a competition team. So we'll start with hip hop. The teachers, the directors have to be able to pick music, pick costumes, make sure those girls are trained before they even send them out there.
Right.
Because if you go in there and they're not ready, you know, they're it's humiliating for a child, and then they're not going to want to dance anymore.
Right. It can be. It really can be.
Yeah, and then makeup, a lot of people don't want to put makeup on their kids, which is understandable because they're so young. But when you're performing, you have to make sure the stage makeup is correct.
Right.
Make sure that.
Right. Well, I don't think the kids have a problem with the makeup, especially the girls. They want to put on makeup anyway. My daughter, I say all the time, Mama, when you gonna let me do your makeup?
Right. See, I don't have that problem. I got girls. So, I mean, I got boys.
Right, but my daughter, she stays in the makeup, so she loves it.
Yes, that's the, and then where we're gonna have a problem with is hair. Because everybody has different texture, everybody has different lengths, everybody,
style.
And when you go on stage, they have to look at like a unit. Like when I was younger, if we had nail polish on, that's a no-no. Like you have to all look the same. Like the judges will mark you off for that.
Oh, see,
The judges
that's
will
something that we didn't know.
Yes, the judges will point it out and be like, that girl didn't have the same shoes, or that girl had nail polish on. So it's something that the parents, they get kind of upset sometimes because they'll be like, whoa, why are you picking on my daughter? And I'm like, no, they all have to look the same.
Same, right.
So it's crazy, but that's something we're going to see a lot of. These people.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm just tagging a few people. I'm so sorry, but yes. Also, yes, we also want feedback from you viewers, and you guys can call in at 816-599-6893. Ask any questions you want. Regards into dance, boys dance. Right now, we don't have a boys team out here. That's what I want to do. I want to get an all-boys team. So if any parents are watching, anybody's watching, we want to start an all-boys team.
A whole boys team?
Yes. And then we'll have our co-eds and stuff. We'll have our co-ed stuff, and that's going to be another thing. Our drill team. I was in drill team for many years. Drill team is one of those... yeah, we have... people feedbacking back here. They're a little crazy today, but that's what a good co-host is supposed to do, though, don't you think? You guys, everybody, if you chime in,
let me warm up.
Yes. But that's what makes us a good team, though, is we,
I'm trying to get the hang of it.
One of my viewers said you're gonna be famous, and I said, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah,
I think I'm a little too old to be famous at this point. All I want to do is actually bring the dance to the kids. That's my main goal, is to be able to teach something that they're gonna remember for the rest of their life, like my dance teacher did for me. And along with that, it's something that it's a memory that you will always have, that as a child you're like, oh, I remember that song, and that's what we did that to, or I remember this person. I still have friends that are on my Facebook and that we keep in touch with that were on my drill team.
Right.
We went through a lot. We had one of our members pass away in a car accident at one time, that our team had to be, brought together because of, situations like that.
Right. Well, I'm just here being a voice.
Right.
I always wanted to be a voice. Now I got my chance.
Right.
Even if it is talking about
I
dance.
did Flocorico probably in school a couple times, and that is another Latin dance, and it's more about different cultures coming together and learning how to dance. It's very pretty. You know, it's something that you don't learn every day.
Oh,
and
I can't wait to see it.
Yes, and that's one of the elements I want to bring to my dance studio eventually is different genres of dance besides hip hop, jazz, and ballet. I want it to be well rounded, and so that the kids get that opportunity to have all of those, you know, formats for them to learn.
Right, and that'll be good too, because I love all dances, all of swing, waltz, whatever, jazz.
I've been getting
rhythm,
a lot of people asking me,
R&B,
a lot of
everything.
older ladies that are at my job are asking me when am I going to have a line dancing class. I don't
line
know how to line
dancing.
I don't know
too.
how to line dance, so
I like it all. I like it all.
I mean, I
all
could probably
dancing.
learn, but I've never taught it. So if anybody's out there that knows a line dancing teacher, we have some students that want to take some classes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I've been asked a lot, and I've never really, you know, got into that.
Mm-hmm.
That
Anyone
part of
that dances is interested in coming in,
Yeah,
joining.
That's the main.
She's happy to have y'all. We happy to have y'all.
Yes, our kids are our main you know, our main goal in this.
Yeah.
That's always going to be my main goal, is just to help a child that can't afford it or can't, you know.
Right. I wish
Be
I
there.
could help more.
I know.
Really. I
Well,
mean,
I mean-
because it starts with the kids.
Oh yes.
Growing up, when you grow up and, you know, good, it's a better outcome as an adult, you know what I'm saying, versus growing up struggling and everything and then being an adult.
Mhm.
You know, so it's good to give every kid an opportunity to do something great with their life.
Yeah, and I mean, even if they don't do it professionally, they can always just say, "Hey, I did this," or "I
Right.
was in a part of this." You know,
Being a
'Cause-
part of something really means something to
and
anyone.
and it's just not a dance school. It's like a family. We
Right.
do different things. We go on outings. I mean, in the other studio, we did lock-ins where those I kind of did not like because I love my sleep, and what they were doing, like they were putting, you know, stuff in the freezer, and I mean, it was like a sleepover. But you know, we had makeup stations, we had, you know, nail stations, and you know, just a game station.
Right, and stuff like that really matters, though.
I mean, they do them in churches all the time.
And that's where I went, and I loved it. You know, it was like that's when I really found, you know, God. Really going to a camp. It was a church camp, and just being there with the different kids and learning different stuff and feeling, you know, like wanted. You know what I'm saying? So that helps a lot.
lot
You
of
know, those
kids,
kids really be needing something to do. Because you'd be surprised what it changes a child's life, you know, just by dancing. They love dancing. Music is involved in dancing. So, you know,
Yeah, that's another way.
happiness is the key. They grow up happy. They be happy.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody's household is like peaches and cream, and a lot of times when people are going through stuff,
that's
you know,
a way. That's a way out
an
of it.
outlet, you know,
Right.
an outlet of, you know, and these two particular girls that I'm trying to get help for, not only do they want to dance, but they love to dance, but they just really can't afford it because of all the medical expenses that they have,
Right.
you know, and that's pretty sad.
Yeah, it is really. Hopefully, we can get some great sponsors in there.
I know we are looking
Let
for
these
sponsors,
kids
people.
dance. Let them live their dream. I'm living my dream. I'm on the radio.
Yeah, that's another good thing. And it's just it's
did it.
I know, right? Okay, let's move on to costuming. Costuming
right.
is another part of dance. Costuming for me, it's a little stressful because you have to make sure that you get the right sizes for each girl. You have to make sure that they're not too skimpy.
Right.
You
for
know,
little girls,
for little
especially,
girls
yeah.
especially.
Well, adults too.
Accessories to go on with the outfit and make it tie into the actual performance, you know. So that's why I title my performances each individual piece, whether it be the group routine, whether it be the solos, they all have a name to them, so that way they know exactly what it is.
That's the best part I like, because I like fashion.
See, there
I
you
like
go.
to see them in their little outfits. Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, and that's why I like that she is on our team, because it's going to be a less stress for me. I can actually concentrate on the choreography and not worry about, you know, because like I said again, I don't have girls. I really don't know how to do hair. I throw my hair up in a bun or I straighten it. That's the only two things you'll ever see me do. Sometimes you'll see me wear it curly, but, you know, I don't get into doing my hair that much, you know.
I mean, I used to, but now I just
throw it up.
Right. It's curly, so greasing my but you'll see me with my hair done sometime.
Yeah, so then
but it's not like my daughter. She loves that mohawk, so she rocks her mohawk. I don't have to do nothing to it no more. At first, it was the, you know, I braid it, have to do all the different stuff. But now, since she rocks her mohawks,
see, there you go.
Easier for me. But I love just, I mean, I love just makeup, fashion, all of that. So.
Yeah, but then when you also take into account when it comes to the actual competition day, I will literally write out an agenda of what time everybody needs to be there, what time makeup needs to be finished, what time, you know.
Right.
But sad to say, it don't ever go
work out that way. No.
Because we've had times where they would tell us, because each competition is different. I go through a lot through Sharp International. They are really big competition circuit, and they do so much for the kids. In terms of awards, spirit sticks, photos, videos. I mean, everything. You know what I mean? It's just so much detail that they put into their actual competitions. But sometimes, like you say, it doesn't go exactly as planned.
Right.
You know,
I can't wait to experience it for real. I'm excited about it.
I've had my hip hop, my junior hip hop, and they'd be like, "No, let's switch." So our junior hip hop's back there getting ready, and the seniors are supposed to go on, and I'm yelling for the other coach to like bring them out. It's really stressful sometimes.
I bet. Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. Nicole says she's proud of me. She's my cousin.
Oh.
Back in California. But yeah, so another thing is shoes. Shoes are another big part of the wardrobe. I try to get shoes that are, one, costly, two, that are not going to hurt their feet.
Right.
Because when you're trying to dance and perform, that's the last thing you're going to want to...
Is to fall.
No, not fall, but like your feet hurt. That's like the pain of...
Right.
I mean, we wear heels, so we know that
my
feeling.
feet be killing me.
See? So that's one thing I don't want them to actually have to go through, is shoes that don't fit, especially when you're walking a parade that's 3 to 4 miles long. You know what I mean? That would hurt.
Right.
You know,
on top of corns.
Yeah, right.
You gonna have corns afterwards.
I don't think they have them yet, but they probably will.
Wearing some 2 little shoes.
Yes.
You would get corns like that.
I mean, I've had kids be like,
but
my feet
nobody
hurt.
have no 2 little shoes, please.
I think I remember telling my mom one time my feet hurt, and she was like, you better get back in there. She's like, I paid way too much money for this. You better go.
Right. Get my money's worth.
Right. It's hard, you know, when you're a single parent and you have, you know, 2 or 3 kids in dance.
It's very
and that's
hard.
why I always push for my parents to do fundraisers, because fundraisers is a big part of where you get your money for the kids to actually be able to do that type of stuff. I mean, I can't wait. I personally can't wait.
It's expensive, but if you can do it, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for your child.
They have those experiences where they, you know, I have... Every year we would have like our end of the year banquet, and they would get the trophy. I didn't want to get stuck with a whole bunch of trophies, because I literally had boxes and boxes of trophies. So then I started giving them away at the end of the year, plus what they already got. You know what I mean? And that actually helped filter out the studio, because it was like so many trophies that they were winning.
And then they appreciate it too, take a trophy home.
Yes, right. That's it. It's, you know, the competition and what they are. But now you go to competitions that are in the thousands of dollars just to enter them. our first
Yeah.
competition is going to be just the registration fee was $500, and then each individual group is another $150. But at the end of the day, if they win scholarships to go to different schools and learn like the Joffrey School of Ballet. They get to win those type of scholarships, so it's worth it. It's worth the
But
money that you're
I
putting
mean,
out.
That's the business world. You gotta spend money to make money,
Right.
You know, so
Yeah, so
hey,
we love what we do, but it's really stressful sometimes.
right. But for the kids, it's worth it.
Yeah,
It's worth it all.
and then
My daughter,
this will be my
it's
first
worth it.
year actually here when it starts to snow, so I'm kind of seeing how that's going to work when it comes to rehearsal times and stuff like that, because sometimes when it snows so bad, all businesses close down. You know what I mean? And you have to kind of find the balance of when you're going to close and when you're not going to close.
Right, I think that's just here.
Yeah. Well, like like yesterday when we had the
they like, no, we're not closing.
I'm sorry, but did you see that video of the people out and they're eating and they're filming the tornado? And I'm like, why would you be at the window filming the tornado when it's right there? Why are you not in the back? Or I would be in the freezer, seriously, because
Right,
I'm like,
somewhere,
but they're like, nah, we're gonna keep it open.
But last night, ain't no way I was going to that closet. I was more scared of the spiders than I was the tornado. I said no. I wasn't getting in that closet.
See, yeah, I would be the same way. I don't like spiders.
We was covered, so didn't nobody get hurt. Wasn't no tornado.
Yeah,
It wasn't no spiders.
Yeah, we were in the basement last night too, and it was pretty scary. I mean,
Yeah.
before we.
And I thought tornadoes was my greatest fear until I had to get in that closet with
No.
the spiders.
I'm telling my boyfriend, I'm like, why is your mama and your sister and your brother out in this storm? Are they crazy? Like, why are they out there? They're driving
There was
around.
still people out there driving.
Yes,
I
that's
was
just
like,
too much for
and
me.
it was the sirens was real loud.
Yeah,
It was
my
real,
brother-in-law
real loud.
knocking at the door. I'm like, I ain't gonna get out the basement and let you in. I'm from Cali. I've never experienced that type of stuff. Like,
And see, we never experienced the earthquakes or nothing. You experienced that out living out there?
oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I kind of see things differently. I think I would rather do a tornado than an earthquake, because an earthquake you don't see coming. You have no warning system. At least a tornado, you have a couple minutes where you're gonna say, okay, well, I can go in the basement and be, safe. An earthquake it comes right then and there, and you
But
don't
then
know.
you can jump though, and the tornado is gonna take you.
No, because if you go out, if you run outside, they always taught us to either go under a table or a desk or in the doorway.
Now,
Because
what if something falls on you?
that's the whole thing. Outside, all the power lines are going to fall down, so they don't want you to go outside. You'll get
Oh.
electrocuted. Yeah.
Well,
So
I
you
don't
have to
know.
stay there till it stops shaking.
In that case, I don't know.
I don't think any natural disaster you want to be in,
Right,
period. But
right.
if you had your choice, I'd probably pick a tornado, because at least you know that they're coming.
Yeah,
or you
'cause
can even
if
drive
they-
away from it.
If you are far enough away.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't want to wish that on anything. So yeah,
Right.
we're gonna have to tweak the hours a little bit when when that type of stuff happens, But just going forward and trying to get everybody on the same page, make sure everybody's there, all that type of stuff. It makes a dance studio successful,
Right,
and it all
right.
stems from the parents.
Right.
And that's one thing, I'm very glad that I have really good parents that, want to do this and want to see their kids perform and just do good.
Right.
Yeah, just no cowbells. That's just off limits to me. Or those little blowhorn thingies. No, you can't have those. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the competition. The competitions, they have very strict rules. So I give the parents, I print out the rules, and they will be cut off of my team if they don't follow those rules, because of the fact that you pay so much money to get in. They have one rule: do not record. They don't want you recording other people's routines and people stealing other people's ideas and stuff like that. And some people, unfortunately, I've had some parents actually do that.
Right.
And
right.
they didn't get caught. But if they did, we would have been disqualified and we wouldn't have been able to. And that would have been a whole loss of a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable, because you don't want nobody to steal your routine or anything like that. Or some people don't like you recording their kids
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I give that to them. Also, our fines. We used to get fined if we were late, and oh my God, I'm not that strict, but you
Right, right, right.
know. What was that? Any questions up there? I can't read any. Okay. Oh, tornado. That'd be a good one. I might just have to
Right,
do
what to
that.
do,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'll be a good one. The tornado. Tornado, yeah. Yeah.
You know what to do.
Tornado Dave, yeah, that'll be a good one. Yeah, right now I'm kind of doing 3 different types of routines. One's called the Angels and Demons. The other one, I don't have really a name for it because it's our parade routine. I kind of bit off of an old routine that I did when I was younger, and it's a Mardi Gras theme. And then we have one that's kind of a ballet routine. Ballet meets hip hop, so that's going to be a good one to watch. We have our solos, our duets, and our trios, plus our group routines. So it's a lot to get together as a director because you got all of those routines that you have to get ready for a specific competition. And if they're not ready, they can't go on stage. I would never subject a child to an unfinished routine or a routine that's going to make them feel like, damn, we weren't ready. You know
Right.
what I mean?
You never want to go unprepared anyway, though.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. No, you don't
Yeah.
ever want to do that. And that's something that sometimes the parents do get upset, though, because they're like pushing me, well, we want to see our kids dance. We want to see our kids dance. It's been forever. But they're not understanding that they have to be ready.
Right, right. I mean, it could be stressful for a teacher to just by teaching anyway, period, because I'm one of the people that thinks that teachers should get paid more than what they get paid, because it takes a lot to sit there and teach.
Oh, yeah, especially when you got some,
Yeah,
bad ones.
some people that's not doing their job at home, so the teachers are paying for it when the kids go to school.
Yeah. And they buy their own supplies. They buy their own dance supplies. I mean, not dance supplies. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we do too. Buy our own supplies when it comes to, tutus, ballet shoes, jazz shoes, tennis shoes you can basically get anywhere. But those 3 specific shoes, they get pricey, so you have to.
All of it's pricey.
Yeah.
I mean.
So I try to get like secondhand stuff that's been already used, that's not too old, and they can practice with those. And then the good ones that they buy, they use for their competition and stuff like that.
Right.
Just to help out a little bit. You know what I mean?
And I think it's just so crazy that you have to pay so much, for to do something in this world, not just dance, but
Everything.
school, period. You know what I'm saying? Just for you to better your life, it's costly.
Oh, yeah. And that's just
So,
anywhere that you go.
Right. So if you want to go to
America.
college, then you still going to have a job to be able to pay for that college.
Oh, yes. And that's
So-
where a lot of things, too, when you have the background in dance and that's what you want to do, when you go to college, you can get scholarships. You can get scholarships for dance, specifically for dance. There's not just football and basketball anymore. It's all about, just trying to learn your craft.
Oh, okay. Y'all hear that? Dancers?
Yeah.
Scholarship. Hey, I wish I would have known that when I was back in the day.
But it's almost time for us to wrap up here. We got what? 1 minute?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Guys.
So tune in next week. We're going to be having a hip hop choreographer that's going to be coming on. Let us know what you think of our show. Please don't forget to donate to these 2 wonderful young ladies on my page. You can donate. And also donate to KUAW. That's what keeps us on the air. We don't get paid for this, so it's all about love of dance and the other shows that are on the air, what they love to do. I actually like my engineer, his wife's show. She's so entertaining. I love watching her. But yeah, so just tune in next week, and we're gonna have a good time.
Thank you.
How do you?